Get ready.
Hey there, Marvel heroes, and welcome back to another What If review. So today is episode 8, What If Ultron Won? So this is a very interesting one. So the last episode I really was disappointed by it, but this one completely flipped it, and I think it's amazing, awesome, super duper. So let's get on with the review. Hey guys, I might be looking up because I have two cams on at the moment. Bring out the Canon again, so you've got a much more clearer image, but I'm so used to using the other one, so my eye line might go up, so I apologize about that. Stick around as well. I'm going to do the spoiler-free version of the episode 8 review first. Then I'm going to have a little look at what appeared on Disney Plus today. I believe it was today it popped on there. I know it's not free, guy. I'm going to do a separate video on that. But I just found something interesting for Star Wars fans that appeared when I was looking for What If this morning. So we'll have a little look at that after the spoiler-free version, and then we'll go into more spoilery territory. So this episode, wow. Last week I would have given it a 2 out of 10, but this week, dare I say, this could be a 10 out of 10, but I'm not going to give it a 10 out of 10. I'm going to give it a 9.9. It was absolutely amazing. The storyline was amazing on it. It interchanged What If episodes. So last week we saw Ultron with his the Infinity Stones and stuff at the end of last week's episode, and that's all what this episode is all about. So there was a little bit of interchange last time, but this time you have a lot more interchange with different multiverses, which was really cool. There were some really nice little touches to them. The very subtle music differences. It's like some of the characters go to Russia and into the KGB archives. This is all the spoiler-free stuff, so I'm not going to go into too much detail of who. But you could detect a little bit of hint of like old school Russian, like anytime you see Russia appearing on an American film, it's got this like Russian style music on there, so that was really cool. I really liked that touch there. What else can I say that's spoiler free? Jeremy Renner is back for his voice. Black Widow character is in it, but no Scarlett Johansson. So I'm interested to see whether these troubles with Scarlett actually started happening a long time ago, not just when the movie was released, because she hasn't been in any of the What Ifs at all. Now that could be because she's on other projects or something like that, or it could be because of this dispute that she's having with Disney at the moment. So really interested to see if anything comes to light on that. I highly doubt we'll actually hear anything about it, but it's a little bit interesting, really. If you haven't seen the Black Widow movie yet, then I recommend watching the trailers at least before watching this episode, because there's one little Easter egg in there, that does actually like help, because it's like, what's that? But yeah, if you just watch even just the trailers of Black Widow, you'll be able to figure out what that is. I thought with this one, the Watcher's character, oh my god, the Watcher's character, what a difference, what a really unique way of bringing the Watcher in. And he's not just the narrator anymore, he's involved, without any more spoilery things on that. So you see a character different, and from like the dialogue aspect of it, which I thought was really cool on that one. So yeah, brilliant. So we are gonna stop the spoiler free now, so there's not much more spoiler free I can give from this side on, apart from the fact of there's not many episodes left. I think there's 1 or 2 episodes left, I think. So they've got to wrap everything up. Now, I did say before that there was going to be a sequel to Zombies, because it did look like from that trailer that they had before that there was going to be a sequel to Zombies. Whether all that is going to be tied up in the finale episode, because it does look like now everything is going to tie together at the moment. Who knows? but I don't think there is going to be a standalone Zombies 2 episode, which is quite interesting. What else? No, that's it. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is so if you haven't watched the episode and you don't want any spoilers, then I do recommend pausing after this next little bit, because I'm going to go through something on Disney Plus which appeared today. But have a little pause of that after that little part, and then go watch it and come back and have a chat in the comment section. I'd love hearing what you guys thought of the episodes, because obviously we've all got different opinions. It's like some of you might hate this episode, but I loved it, and vice versa with last week's episode. It's like I couldn't stand it, but you guys might have liked it. So we all got different tastes, and I like knowing if other people enjoyed it and I didn't, and vice versa. So yeah, we're gonna head on over to Disney Plus a second. So here we go. So this appeared, I'm assuming it appeared today, but I'm not 100% sure. So it's called Galaxy of Sounds, and it's pretty much like the biomes thing. So it's like the vehicles thing, but this is just for sounds. And I've had a quick little listen to episode 1 this morning. Episode 1 this morning, and yeah, it is literally just sound effects, bit of background effects and stuff like that. So Galaxy of Sounds explores the ambience of a galaxy far, far away through themes such as wonder, excitement, oddities, and more. Be immersed in the hum of Coruscant at golden hour. Listen to the light side of the Force as Rey connects to past Jedi and gets swept up by crackling, dueling lightsabers duels. Experience the nostalgic sounds of Star Wars from across the franchise. Some flashing light sequences or patterns may affect photosensitive viewers. Now, it's not just like you'll have an hour of Coruscant hum, which would be pretty cool, actually. It's literally, I think they're about 8-minute episodes. Yeah, between 7 and 9 minutes. But they're like little bits. They're chopped up and things. So that you'll have Darth Vader's little and then it'll be something else to do with the dark side. Maybe like the lightning or something like that. So let's have a look at the themes. So we got wonder, excitement, dark side, light side, beeps. Connections and oddities. So yeah, I will have a listen to them because, like I said, they're only maximum of 9 minutes long. So I will have a listen and we'll have a look at that again. But let's get back to the whole reason why you are here, and that is to talk about episode 8 of What If. So I'm just gonna pop that spoiler alert on now. Beep 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 beep. I think I need that, make that more prominent, don't I? It needs to be far brighter and more in your face, really. And I am stalling to make sure that you are aware that is a spoiler alert. And I'm pointing at this paint now. I'm going to change the paint up here. So what color do you think? Should I make it like this, that blue? Or should I make it more that blue? Or should I go a completely different colour? Anyway, that's enough for your spoiler warning. It is spoiler territory now, so if you haven't watched it, then go away and come back later. Or just carry on watching, and it'll be spoiled for you. So straight off, the watcher goes, this story breaks my heart. Now that is an opening. It's like, whoa, okay, so the Watcher's seen loads and loads of universes and things happening. It's like he saw what happened with Doctor Strange and stuff. But this episode breaks his heart. It's like, whoa, okay, so what's going to go on? Is it going to be really a sad story? And then it goes into the fact that Ultron won and he nukes Earth and everyone's dead. And what was strange is he didn't know that they were other planets. Surely he would have known because Stark built Ultron and it was based off his mind and things as well. And obviously New York has happened in this time, so everything he knows about Thor. So surely Ultron would have known about different planets with other people on there. But anyway, but then the only two people I think that are left alive on the planet is Hawkeye and Black Widow. And Hawkeye's only got one arm, which is really cool. He's got a robotic arm. I thought that was a really, really nice touch because there is comics out there that Hawkeye does only have one arm. I don't know whether there's any comics with him with a robotic arm, but I know he uses his mouth to pull the drawstring and stuff, which is ridiculous. But yeah, so I thought it was really cool that they gave him this robotic arm, and it was just a really nice touch, and they played his character really well, I thought. And obviously the bouncing off with Black Widow, it doesn't seem like, because it's not Scarlet, there seems to be a slight difference with it, because obviously you do have when people are trying to be characters that are already set up and you can tell it's not them, it's always a little bit strange, really. Another really cool thing with Hawkeye is he had an invisibility cloak. It's like, whoa, did you steal that from Hogwarts? But no, that was a really nice touch. It's like, you only just, and I love the thing with What If, it's like they don't go into mass explanations about these different things. So it's like, he's got this tech, but he's never had this tech before. What? But no, that was, I did like that. It was really cool. And I did find it a little bit strange that you had Ultron's voice on Vision's body, because we're so used to now Paul Bettany as Vision, but if you remember back in Age of Ultron, Vision's body was designed for Ultron. So yeah, it only took a couple of seconds for that to get used to, but no, it was really cool. And Thanos appears and literally Ultron slices him in half, which just shows that Vision could have done that to Thanos, really. And also shows Thanos is not really a big bad character in the multiverse. There's far more worse things. So in our MCU universe, we think that he's this really big bad, and he seems to be quite easily taken on in other multiverses. Don't know whether that's because he's not as strong in other multiverses, but yeah, who knows. And when he then realizes that there's more planets out there, again, like I said, it's like he should know that there's more planets from Stark's databases, but for some reason he didn't. But when he realized that there was more universes out there, or more planets out there with people, he goes, and that's quite a powerful thing. He goes there and destroys all these different planets. It is really like, wow. And then when even Ego, he kills Ego, it's like, whoa, that was like, it's a bit overkill, because like he just turns up and they just blow up and things. Obviously it would have been a longer run thing, but just for time's sake on this episode, that's why they they did it like they did, I think. But then Captain Marvel comes along and they have a bit of a fight, and it's like, it was a very short fight, but I thought it was really cool that Captain Marvel's there like plowing him through the planet's core. I think they did actually get to the planet's core, and that's how Ultron blew that planet up. But it's like good that she was like really like, I'm really powerful, I'm gonna stop you, blah blah blah. And then Ultron just lets it happen because she's doing what he wants her to do, really, and then it explodes. So that was a really nice touch. It's a very small battle. It's like we saw Captain Marvel in last week's episode, and you could see how powerful she was, and she realized that she could destroy Earth if she unleashed her full potential. And I think that was kind of like a precursor to what happens here, because Ultron released his power, yeah, and blew up the planet. And then after the Watcher, Ultron becomes aware of the Watcher, and turns around and sees him there, and that is when the Watcher breaks character for the first time, which was really cool. And he says, "What the hell is this?" It's like, that's not something you'd think that the Watcher would say. You wouldn't. He's a narrator. So he is narrating life, and that was really cool as well when he was narrating what was happening, and then it comes into his little mirror universe area, and that was like mind blown. And it's like everything changed about the Watcher's character from that moment, from that "what the hell is this" line. Everything changed, and he became a character and not the narrator. So I absolutely loved that. And then he was like, they were like having a fight and things, and going all through the multiverses, which was brilliant. It's like you could see all the different multiverses happening, and this Ultron, this Infinity Ultron, is a real threat to everything. So that was really cool. There. The little Easter egg that I mentioned earlier was the Red Guardian shield. So if you hadn't seen Black Widow, you wouldn't really know what that is. So that's why I recommend at least watching the trailers, so you'd know that it's the Red Guardian from the Black Widow film. So that's what the shield is there. A bit when Clint and Black Widow are escaping the bunker, and all the Ultron drones are coming after them. I thought that was a bit of a role reversal on Endgame, where Natasha jumps off and Clint's holding on to her, and they have to let go there. So I thought that was a bit of a role reversal, and it's quite sad because he's lost his entire family, and he says that he's done fighting, which is really sad. So is that what the Watcher is saying when he opens up with the line, "This story breaks my heart"? It could be because like everyone's lost and things. So that was a really nice touch. I thought there, just a little tiny nod to the end game. And then we got that, we go into the fight with Ultron and the Watcher, which was really cool. And it just shows how powerful the Watcher is. And it's like, is he holding back his power? Because at some point he's really going at it at Ultron. And then all of a sudden he's like in the multiverse, and he's just like, everyone can see him, and he's just like holds back his power. But then he comes back in again when there's nobody around and stuff. So I do think that he doesn't reveal his powers until there's nobody watching him, because he is the Watcher, really. So yeah, that was a thing. And then right at the end, then Dark Doctor Strange appears, and it looks like the Watcher has retreated back to that universe where Dark Strange is on his own. And it's just that little bubble, because everything else is collapsed in on itself, and it's just him. And Dark Strange, he asks Dark Doctor Strange for help. So that's now where all these what if multiverses are starting to entwine, and yeah, it's gonna be cool. So I think there's 2 more episodes. Definitely 1 more. I think it's 2. Don't quote me on that one. I was looking through the listings the other day, and my head was just filled with different things that were going on, and I was just like, when's the finale? But anyway, yeah, so the last episode, I think we'll see lots of these different universes. So it might have the zombies in it, it might have Doctors, Dark Strange, it might have Killmonger as Black Panther, and things like that in it. So it might all come together. So it might be like Endgame, really. Like, so I have really enjoyed this series so far. There was only 1 episode I couldn't stand, and 1 that I was disappointed in. Not to say I didn't like the zombies episode, I was just disappointed in it, really. But last week's really didn't like it and things. But this back to it being amazing. Like I said at the start, 9.9. I'm not going to give it a 10. 9.9 out of 10 for this episode. Absolutely loved it, and I can't wait for next week now. I will be doing another live next Wednesday. So yeah, happy days, guys. I'm going to put up a video a little bit later, so make sure to check that out. But the listings for October are live now on this channel, so please do go check it out to see everything that's going on Disney Plus in October. There's lots of spooky things, some weird things that have appeared as well, like Rocky Horror Picture Show. Who know? And also we've got Shang-Chi coming in November, which is really cool. But yeah, just check out the October listings and pop a comment down on there about what you are happy, what you're excited to see, not happy about that. And also do check out this this old Galaxy of Sounds that's on there now, that's just appeared. I don't know when. I think it was the day that this appeared, but who knows on there. So yes, with that being said, guys, we are going to finish that video there today. But make sure you check out the other videos and things. Oh, I've stopped the music. There we go. Music back on. And I'll see you next week for another review of What If. But until next time, guys.